Hey, what's up? Today's video, we're going to be going over the top 5 2018 champions. Um, yeah, I haven't recorded a video in a couple days. The few videos that we've had, you guys have seen a video every single day. I've been trying to post daily, and I think I've done that for about a month or so I'm pretty proud of myself. But the last few days have been real busy, so I haven't really done anything with MCOC at all. I've logged on, done the daily super event and logged off the last few days. I've kind of been slacking, but I've just been real busy. But we are back. So yeah, hopefully I can get some videos planned out. I really do like this series, but I really want to start making different types of videos. So please, down in the comments, let me know. I have another series in mind. It was actually going to be a walkthrough kind of through the game, kind of like a guide through the game. So please let me know if you want to see something like that. I also did apply for the CCP a week or two ago, so hopefully I can get into that in the next couple of weeks, and I can be making showcases for you because I really want to be making champion showcases on a lot of the non-meta 7 stars, so people don't feel as bad about pulling a 7 star that isn't meta and everybody plays. So yeah. Also, the choosing my next R5 is still going on. Please go find that video. I will make an updated video in the next few days, hopefully, because technically I should be able to get an R5 this week. So if you guys really want to go vote on that R5, go find the video. It's called My Newest R5, and go down in the comments and vote on which R5 you really want me to do. It is any champion I have in the game at a 7 star level. But yeah, enough said. Let's go ahead and hop right into this. So the 2018 class is actually, I think, a step down from the last few we went over. There are a lot of great champions here, but there are also a lot of champions that are just kind of eh. So I want to start off with the honorable mentions. Actually, my first honorable mention is actually Emma Frost. So I know Diego's out there somewhere just going insane because I talked about Emma Frost, but I was not the biggest Emma Frost fan. I still do kind of have some catches with Emma Frost. I will say she is way better than she once was, though. I went ahead, I did watch a lot of gameplay on her at the Mac or at the Ascension 1 level, rank 4 or rank 5. She is very, very good. She's a very, very solid champion. She has great damage on attack. Her loop is very, very simple, and she's a very solid defender. Of course, once you get used to the game and you're used to fighting Emma, she's not really that much of a defender anymore. She's kind of more of a stall defender than anything, but those specials can clip you and do a lot of damage, so I did want to mention Emma Frost. The next honorable mention here is actually Sentry, a character I love so much. I love Sentry. The Karina's challenges that we just got really rose stocks on Sentry for me, and I want to take him to the rank 5 level. I don't care. I love using Sentry. Right now, he's been my Alliance Quest champion for the most part. Basically, any type of Alliance Quest besides raids, I use him, and he works great for it. And then long form content, any type of long form content, I love to use him. This month I didn't get to use him in the event quest because I just wanted to get through it real quickly. But a lot of times I'll use him in the event quest because he ramps up and he's just so fun to play. He's not really a defender, and honestly, on attack, he's not the greatest unless you are fighting a lot of fights in that quest and it is longer form. That's where you see his stocks rise. But he has a lot of utility in that kit for those long form fights. So that being said, I love Sentry and I want to give him an honorable mention. I absolutely love Sentry. So yeah, we have one more honorable mention, and it's actually going to be Aegon. So there are a lot of champions here that are on this level of the honorable mentions. For example, I could have talked about Bishop, Killmonger, Corvus, but I actually want to talk about Aegon just because he's such an OG champion that I would love to see in today's current game. He's great, man. He's just great. Uh, he's a fun character to play. He's not a defender at all, and he's just kind of like Sentry, where you only want to use him in long form content. But he is one of the best at long form content. Unfortunately, he is a 6 star locked, so you're not seeing him in any of the current day long form just because 6 stars are so out of the meta. But I would love to see him come as a 7 star, and maybe an Ever style event would be sick. I would love to see him come as a 7 star in an Ever style event, and throughout that event, you can get the Awakening Gem in Sig Stones because you want him Sig 200, and basically have a free Sig 200 Aegon, kind of like how we got a free Sentry. Because Sentry doesn't need a Sig. You just get him right out the box at that level. So it'd be cool if we got a free Sig 200 Aegon at the 7 star level with some type of event in the future. I believe he has warranted that just because he is one of the best Everest content and one of the best champions to do that with because he's just so fun to play. But yeah, that being said, I had to mention my boy Aeon. So now we're getting into the top five. Um, I thought a lot about this list. And I think I kind of have it narrowed down, but some people might disagree because once again, all these lists are based off of my opinion and just what I've played in the game. I've never had a lot of experience, for example, playing with Emma Frost. So maybe if I had played with Emma Frost over these other characters, I'm sorry, that maybe I would like them more, if that makes sense, or maybe I would put them higher on the list. But this is just my opinion. I try to keep all these at my opinion, just because I don't want to like kind of follow the meta. But yeah, enough yapping. Let's go ahead and hop in. Top five. My number five spot is actually Ghost. Um, she would be higher if she wasn't a 7-star lock, but unfortunately she is 7-star locked. And even at that, she is a great champion. The thing is though, why is she not a 7-star yet? I feel like she would be perfectly fine as a 7-star. She wouldn't be too broken. There's a lot of champions in the game that are way more broken than her. And we're gonna mention two on this list that I believe are super broken. But yeah, I don't know why she's in the 7-star. And I know they're waiting to put her in a big spending event, so people will spend a lot of money on her. But I love Ghost a lot. Her playstyle is very fun. She had a very unique playstyle back then. Nowadays, something like that, the playstyle where you kind of want to be phased and you kind of want to be playing a little weird. A lot of champions have kind of weirder playstyles, so it's not anything out of the ordinary. But back then, it was very unique. And also, she was very good with basically immunities. She had like a built-in immunity where she would purify debuffs and you would get fury. So she was very great on a lot of hazard shift nodes. It's just a very solid attack. Once again, she's not a defender at all. She's just a punching bag on defense. But on attack, she is very great, and I would love to see her at the 7-star level. I think we are kind of out of the window where it would have been cool to launch her at 7-star. Now it's just like, when is she going to be added to the Titan or something? But yeah, Ghost, I love her. I hope to see her as a 7-star sometime this year, maybe. But yeah, now the number 4 spot is actually a champion I don't have a lot of use with, but I do. I am good friends with somebody in my alliance that uses him basically every single war, and he is arguably one of the best war attackers for a lot of nodes, and this is actually Void. So, Void is kind of a weird pick. Void is just, he has so much utility in his kit, and he does a lot of great things. And he's kind of an OG god tier character. In today's current meta, he's nothing crazy, and he's probably not even number 4 on this list. But I just wanted to talk about him, and I just wanted to give him his props because he's done so much. I never have personally experienced Void at the highest level. I've played him a couple times as a 7-star rank 1. And when I've played him, I have enjoyed him, and he has worked great. But that being said, I've watched a lot of Void gameplay, and I know at the beginning of the video I talked about how this is going to be what I have experienced, and I have experienced enough Void gameplay, and watching my alliance mates use him, he's just amazing in AW, and a lot of nodes he can just do just because his kit is really weird, where you really don't have to hit the opponent much. You kind of just got to let the debuffs tick him down. And maybe this is a hot take. This might be a hot take, but I just love Void. He also is very solid on defense. You just kind of got to bring people in that can purify or have a lot of combo. But yeah, he's also Sentry, and he looks sick. I mean, look at this. This is sick. But yeah, Void, I believe, is the 4th best from this year. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky. Just a little bit tricky. But yeah, number 3 spot. Actually a champion I love a lot. It is Venom the Duck. So, Venom the Duck. You're probably thinking, why are we talking about Venom the Duck in the Big 26? Why are we ever talking about Venom the Duck? Well, he has something called the Howard the Duck relic. That's called the Cosmic Egg or something like that. And if you watch my EQ live stream, he was doing 6-second fights. Almost 700k health. Maxed ramped with the Venom the Duck relic. 6-second fights. Yes, Venom the Duck was doing that. And the thing about it is, in a lot of story content in today's game, you want to have that relic up because you get those furies off the relic. the relic is very easy to get back to. It's like 2 combos, so you almost do like no damage without the Furies because you always have that relic back up, and it's so easy to access. His loop takes 1 to 2 fights, and you're fully ramped for the rest of the quest, and you're doing insane damage. And the great thing about him is he has degen that would take place when he would bleed an opponent, so he's always doing damage. It is a reduced potency, I believe, but it's just great. He's not very good on defense, but he's just so great on attack nowadays. I can't not talk about him. But yeah, I believe he is the 3rd best spot. Now, this is the first time I have ever done this in the top 5. I have a tie because I personally cannot put one or the other ahead of each other. So I'm going to say both of these champions are in the 2nd place spot because there's clearly a 1st place spot. But this is the first time I've ever done this. These 2 champions are tied, and that is Red Skull and Sentinel. Both tech champions, both kind of have the same power in my idea, or in my eyes. They're both very, very good on attack, can be nukes, can kind of extend the fight out longer, but they're also very, very great on defense. These are 2 of the most annoying tech defenders I fight. I hate fighting both of these tech defenders. These are like the top of the list that I just hate fighting, but I have them both up at that highest level because they are just so good. I was thinking, and I was just sitting here, and I couldn't pick one or the other. I just had to put them both at that 2 spot. So Red Skull is very, very good. His buff was very, very nice. His attack, or his loop on attack is very easy. You want to build up to about 2.5 to 2.9 bars of power, launch a special 2, and then you want to build back up to that special 1 very quickly, lock those shocks in for a little bit longer, and just keep trying to build back up to a special 1. Once those shocks fall off, you just go back to a special 2. Those shocks are also very, very potent, and throughout the fight, he has easy access to power drain. All you gotta do is block hit when he has armors, and you power drain the opponent. So yeah, he's also very tanky with those armors, and he has reduced sun debuff ability accuracy for each armor on the opponent. Now, Sentinel. Sentinel is just a Swiss Army knife. He has great immunities, he has heal block, he has armor break, he has incinerates, he has a 2nd life. Once per quest, if you launch an SP3, you heal back up to full no matter where you're at. Also, when you get below 15%, you get 3 armors. Every time an armor falls off, you get a bar of power. So technically, once you get below 15%, you almost have just an instant like heal up. So you almost have 2 lives in certain fights if you're playing it poorly. But his loop is very, very simple now. You just want to heavy them, get the intimidate on them, and just spam attacks into their block till you get 100 charges, and then you're just good for the rest of the fight. But yeah, I want to talk about both of these. I believe they tied. I just had them. I couldn't put one or the other. So yeah, I believe they're both great. But yeah, clear number 1. You all probably know what it was, but nowadays it is Heimdall. What a jump. He was probably one of the bottom champions. The only thing he had going for him was his synergy. Now, he has that synergy for him now, and for everybody. That's a great thing. His buff is also nuts. He's a broken character. Like I was kind of talking about with Ghost, he is broken. He has more broken abilities in his kit than Ghost does, by far. If you fight any poison or incinerate character and they apply one of those debuffs on you, you're basically immortal at the end of the fight. So if you want to see a funny interaction, go auto fight Eye Bomb, and you just won't die basically because you always have poisons on you. But he's a long form content champion. He can do short form. He's very, very good on defense. One of the best defenders we've talked about in this video. But yeah, Heimdall, what an amazing buff. I absolutely love Heimdall. I have him at the rank 4 level. I take him into like every quest just because it's good to have him on the team. And it feels good to have a good Heimdall, not just a paperweight, it feels like, with just a synergy. But yeah, that'll be it into this video. Question of the day. Comment your favorite Asgardian, because we are on Heimdall. So comment your favorite Asgardian champion. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.